Hey, enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 738.
The sexiest podcast on the network, Brian. How's it going?
Hey, I mean, I feel like we got to have a new thing, though,
Why is
because
that?
we're not part of a network.
We are
Unless
the
we just,
network.
we are our own network.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, it's our thing. I mean, I don't know how else I
I
can do it.
know. That's why I was like,
You know?
I know. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's
And,
McClunky, even.
I mean, I could light a candle for him or something. Yeah. I got
We'll
a
play some
church I
Elton
could walk
John.
to.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Yeah.
Catholic. I don't
No,
know.
this one up here is definitely not.
Is lighting a candle just a Catholic thing, or is it a whole
I have
Christian
no
thing?
idea, honestly.
It's
Yeah.
like I am not the one that I'm not the theologist over here. You might find that shocking,
Oh,
ladies and germs.
I actually pretty surprised by
I
that.
know, right? Who
I
knew?
was under the assumption you were.
I know. I put out that impression that I'm a church going lad. I know.
So theologist Tony on all the social medias is not you?
Damn it. Got hacked again.
Yeah. It would be funnier as if you're like, no, that is me.
Yeah, actually.
It's where I hide.
See, now if I had any will to like do the social media thing again, now
Yeah.
would be the time to start a Theologist Tony like Instagram account and just
It
put out
would.
daily affirmations.
Yeah. Oh man. That would be awesome, actually.
In the
I would
style of
really
salty
enjoy that.
language.
Yeah, of course. Right.
This,
Like
Brian.
the first one would be like go to patreon.com/saltylanguage.
Well, yeah, that's
And tithe.
I was gonna say the First Amendment, but that's not what church does. The
No,
first
commandment.
commandment, that's the word I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
right.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is a koozie full of disappointment. I'm just gonna let you know.
Oh, wow. That's
Yingling Flight, Brian.
okay.
It's not great.
What is it?
It's their light beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I bought it
Trying
because
to find
I'm trying to find something that isn't so heavy.
right. So
Right?
definitely don't let your daughter buy it for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, right? And so I'm like, well, I was actually looking for PBR Light because I do like that.
Okay.
And I saw this and it was on sale, and I'm like, I'll try it. And it's
Wait. Did you just say PBR light?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why but why not just get PBR? I
Well,
mean, it's light
because of
enough.
it's bikini season. It's coming up, bro.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't thinking. Forgot it is shorty shorts and bikini
Yeah,
season. You don't want to be. Yeah, all right. My
yeah. You know,
bad.
it's
My bad.
summertime.
All right.
I gotta
Yeah.
reel it in a little bit.
Yeah, it's true. When you're
But I
walking the dog with the
realize,
midriffs on. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, the nutters and all that.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
realize when I'm drinking these, I'm like, the move is just to
Yeah.
have water and just be more responsible with my beers. Like buy good beer and just have it less. That's
Just have
really
one
that's really the move. And I
or
usually
two.
only have
Yeah.
one or two anyway. So it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm not out here like
Yeah.
crushing a 12 pack every night or something,
Right.
you know?
Yeah. Because it's either that or just, just get your standby,
Yeah. That's
and
why I'm
just
just
be
like,
good with the
I'm just like, what
standby.
am I doing?
Screwing
So,
around with
although like I said,
other
if I
types.
found PBR Light, I would have bought that and I would have been like, this is okay.
Okay. All right.
But this is not.
That's fair, I guess.
Yingling Flight is not okay.
Oh,
Better than Mick Ultra though,
okay.
in my humble
Man.
opinion.
And Mike Yingling's listening, so
I would laugh
he's
to
gonna
see
be
I was actually named
disappointed.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike
Did
Yingling.
you hear what they said on Salty Language about the flight? Cancel it.
I mean, unless they're looking for a podcast sponsor, then I love this stuff. It's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
right. Then we will drink it
Yes.
as much as possible, or at least, you know, we'll drink what we actually like inside their cans. You know.
Yes. Also true. But don't say that
Yeah.
out loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll cut it in post. It's fine.
Like I'll have
Yeah.
a Yingling
Nobody
Flight
will
like
ever hear that.
bath with candles lit and stuff and rose petals floating in it.
Right. We'll have like sunglasses branded.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'll have a sticker on my forehead.
Damn straight.
A lot of real estate up there, so put a nice big logo there. It'll be real visible from space.
Hell yeah.
Artemis will be seeing it.
Yeah, right. They're like, I don't know what we just detected on Earth, but we're thirsty for a Yingling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Yuengling flight sounds delicious.
Like, well, I don't know why. It just sounds good. I've been sober for 42
Yeah.
years, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, you're in luck because we happen to have a 24 of it right here.
Uh,
Huh. They just rocket a 30 rack up to them, you know?
I mean, like legit. Let's say Yingling comes to us, specifically
Yeah.
a flight, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yes, we want you guys as the spokesperson in the podcast world for Yingling flight, but we're going
Yeah.
to require you to drink probably 6 of them every episode."
I mean, I
Is this
given
something
that
you
they're
could handle?
given that they're light, I'm sure we could, you
Yeah,
know? So, that actually reminds me of a story. I was in, Goodwill last week, and while I was there, the clerk was talking to, uh, like, a customer about it, and or about a Tinder date she was on. Did I tell this story? I don't think I did.
I don't think he did either. This doesn't sound
Okay. I've
familiar yet.
okay. So the customer, was talking about how, she, obviously matched with dude on Tinder. They went out to dinner, and then afterwards, he invited her over to watch a movie, Yeah. No,
Sus.
but he on the way was like, "Well, I'm gonna stop and get some beer. Do you want anything?" She's like, "Actually, I don't drink. I'm more of a smoker type." So he was like, "Cool, I'm gonna get some beer." So he gets a 6-pack of beer, nothing crazy, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, we get back to his place, and he just basically just, boom clang, boom clang, boom clang, drops all 6 of them. And the girl working the counter just looks at her and was like, "Is this what he always does? Because that's a red flag."
What do you
and,
mean? Like, I gotta get all
and the
6 of these beers in my stomach now.
right. And the customer was like, she goes, "Oh, well, he told me, he was just really nervous and he's got like a heart condition, so this helps him settle down." And in my head, I'm going, "That's even more red flags because if you have a heart condition and your first thought is I need to whack down a six
Yeah,
pack,
right?
like that's no good. That's not good for you." Also, um, it took 6 to call me. I mean, man, he must have been really excited. The only thing I can think of is maybe he was popping some, eating some, Blue Chews, the official, ED sponsor of the Salty Language podcast.
I would love
And,
them as a sponsor. That'd be amazing. I'd
I think
do
we're
Blue Chew ads all the time.
I think we're the only podcast who hasn't been sponsored by Blue Chew.
That's true.
The worst is, like, when I was listening to Jim Ross, the wrestling commentator, and listening to him do ads for it, or Ric Flair, and I'm like, "I don't wanna hear these things," you know? Um, Anywho, so back to the story. So, immediately I'm like, okay, this is even more red flag territory. Like, I was like, okay, though, I mean, not my problem, but the girl working the counter, they must be friends or something. But so she looks at her and just the look on her face was kind of like, uh, you know,
Right.
and her and our eyes met as we both, I think, were making that face, which was just like, okay. you know, and the girl's like, "But I really liked him," and it was like, "Yeah, of course you did. That's why you're ignoring red flag city here."
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. He crushed 6 beers and then told me to call him a piece of shit as I punched him in the balls repeatedly.
Yeah, right.
It was a weird
Uh,
date.
yeah. I mean, listen, I understand. You got to take the edge off, like being a nervous guy. Okay, fine. But dude, even me, it's like even when we were drinking at our like heaviest, I didn't need 6 beers to calm myself down. Usually about 1 or 2, and I'm good.
Yeah.
To take the edge off, or give me like whiskey. It was like, and now in fairness, I'm assuming the beers were probably Bud
Like
Light or something of that
bush
ilk.
lattes, yeah.
Right, right, or delicious Yingling Flight. Yeah.
Turns out they're
you
all
know.
two hearts, two hearted.
Oh, dude, right? That was like I wanted to ask her, be like, "Hey, what kind of beer was it?"
Yeah.
'Cause now I'm intrigued. Cause
Like, I
you
don't
know,
know, something called zombie dust. Like, good God.
was he still alive?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I like I said, I assumed it's probably just bro beer, basically, but still, I was just like, "All right, lady." Like, "Man, all right, well, you have a good time on that next date, and probably if he needs to whack 6 down again, maybe take a step back."
Yeah, right.
'Cause that's quite a bit. Because it's like, if you're whacking down 6 beers, you're not looking to take the edge off, you're looking to catch a buzz
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
or get drunk, depending on what you're drinking.
Yes.
Because again, if they're like zombie dusts or, a backwoods bastard, backwards
I
bastard.
mean, like, legitimately, even six back to back, like, shit
Yeah.
domestics,
You're gonna get fucked
you're
up
gonna, yeah, it's
if you
gonna,
just bang, bang, bang 'em, yeah,
yeah,
because it's like doing shots of beer,
basically,
and
yeah.
it fucks you up quicker, so, yeah, that's why I was just like, as a person who's consumed a couple beers in my lifetime,
Yeah.
I was just like, alright," you know? I was kinda hoping she would get done and leave before I got called up to the counter, that would because I kinda wanted to go to that clerk.
Girl, spill the tea.
Like, "Do you know her?" Like, please tell me someone's gonna try to be like, "Honey, no,
Yeah.
you're thinking with your
Mm-mm.
dick." Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, as a man, I fully understand what's going on here. I
Yes.
get it.
Absolutely.
You need some post-nut clarity is what you need.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go into the back, rub one out
Yeah,
real quick, and
yeah,
figure out life.
and then let the clerk tell you the story back, and
Yeah,
then you'll go,
exactly.
"Oh my god."
Yeah. Go out back, shoot your gun into the dirt, come back
Yeah,
in,
right.
and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll sort you out, yeah.
Ah, shiza.
I mean, I think that's also kind of a statement on what, dating app life is like. It's
Yeah,
like, this is what you're choosing from?
for sure, right?
Yeah, the pool's for sure
Oh,
polluted.
the you say the pool's pol can't even talk. Polluted?
Yes, sir.
Ugh,
You right there?
Polluted is what I was trying to go with.
Polluted. Polluted, okay.
Polluted.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that was too difficult, apparently.
I guess so. Guess so.
Right out. Right out.
Um,
There was somebody that, I saw on social media today that
yeah,
the new season of The Boys has dropped.
I
I
saw
have
some
not
ads for it.
started watching it yet,
I
but
haven't even watched the last season yet,
you
man.
son of a bitch.
I know.
No. So, somebody that I saw on social media today was like, "Whoa, they're not holding back in this season." In my head, I'm going, "It's the last season? Why would you hold back?"
I mean, that's
Also,
fair.
have you seen any other season of The Boys? They don't really ever hold back,
Yeah, no, that's not their
really.
style.
No, that's kind of why you have to preface when you recommend the show to people. You have to kinda warn them a little bit, like, you're probably gonna get, like, you know, trauma from this show.
I mean, that's fair.
It's yeah. But, yeah, and then I saw her next statement, was like, "Well, it is the last season, so I get," and it was like, yeah, I would've probably just deleted that. Like,
Yes, right?
I'm yeah. Because I think everyone reading it's gonna basically be the same as like it's the final season. They shouldn't hold back. Like they really should go, balls to the wall in this season.
Maybe they have. Maybe that's the problem. You don't want to see balls at the
I
wall.
well, given yeah, was it on that or was that no, that was in Gen V where yeah. So yeah, there's for sure balls.
So many balls.
Just still not as
Balls
many as
for
that.
days.
Still not as many as that one episode of Neighbors on HBO though. Fuck. So many old balls.
Yeah. Nah, I got enough. I got plenty of old balls.
Yeah, right. Yeah, definitely didn't need those in my life.
Dude, I saw the weirdest shit last week. It was
Lots of old balls. You going back to the gym?
yeah, I should though. I kind of miss gym stuff. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But
Well, you
no,
did say it's bikini season,
it is
so yeah.
bikini season. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, last Wednesday was one of my buddies at work's his last day. He's actually moved to Fort Wayne and all this stuff, right?
Oh, I thought he was dying. Okay.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, not yet.
Okay.
But he wanted to go to Inside the Five in Perrysburg, like after
Okay.
work, as a get
Yeah.
together for his friends and all that. So we
All right.
went.
Okay.
Dude, there was okay. I'm just gonna throw out a scenario for you and just see
Okay.
what you would do here. Say you
Right.
were going
Drink
to
6
Inside the
beers.
Five, which has either
Oh.
tables or bar,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
With somebody in a wheelchair.
Oh, you definitely go to the bar.
These people did.
What the fuck? Uh, I mean,
And
unless the person can get into the chair or
oh
you
no,
can help
this
them
lady
into a
was
chair.
very handicapped. Like it looked like she was all
Oh,
fucked
come
up.
on. Oh, no.
Right? Like, but here's what I get. I don't get. There was
I
an
mean,
older guy and an older lady and this wheelchair person,
yeah.
and yeah, they just sat at the bar and she just chilled next to him, like at ass level.
Right.
Which
I mean, I dude, the first thought I had was that's like bringing your dog with you.
yeah,
You know, it's like I'm sitting at the bar and the dog's got to just sniff my ass the whole time. Like that's kind of how
yeah,
you're treating the person. I'm
dude,
not knocking the person. I'm saying I'm knocking the air quote friends, you know?
it gets worse.
What? What are they throwing her scraps?
Well, they ate dinner because Inside the Five's got good food, right?
Sure does. Yeah. Yeah.
She ate off a bar stool.
Oh my goodness. Why wouldn't they just get a table?
I
They
don't
have
know.
handy they have handy accessible tables there.
Yeah,
'Cause I think they have to by law,
I could have,
but
dude. I
they have
couldn't
'em.
believe it.
What? Dude, like, you and I love sitting at the bar,
Yeah, I
but
love the bar.
if we had a friend in a wheelchair, I mean, we're probably not sitting at the bar, you
No,
know?
no, we
We're
are. They're
probably
not.
gonna get yeah. Like, "Hey, there's a table over there for you."
Yeah,
No,
we'll
that's
get over there eventually.
dude.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
that would
dude. It was crazy to me.
yeah. I
Ate
feel
off a
bad enough a
bar
few
stool,
times
dude. You know
where
how many
you've been to
asses have been
places
where her plate is?
oh, so many.
So
Yeah.
many asses.
Jeez. That's man,
I know, right?
that's just that just feels dehumanizing, you know, like, really. Like,
Yeah, dude. It was weird, man.
I would be so mad if somebody, you know, did that to me. I was like, "Geez, dude." I mean, honestly, I'd go get a table. I'd just go sit by myself
Yeah,
before
just
I'd
go
do that.
fucking do one of these.
Yeah, fuck
Wheel
you.
on over.
I'm gonna just get a table and sit by myself,
Yeah, I
you
couldn't
know?
believe that, dude. I could not believe that shit.
Wow. That's yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, yeah, I was blown away, dude.
Like, I've seen people wait longer so they could get a table. You know, like I said, or it'd be like bringing a kid with you. It's like, you know, you can't put like an infant anywhere at the bar
Yeah.
except on the floor, you know, like you can't. And I'm not knocking the person in the wheelchair. I'm just the scenario of it is that it's like you're just you can't do that.
Well, it's
Like,
like I
wow.
walked in and all my friends and coworkers are sitting there, because I don't know if you've been to the Perrysburg Inside the Five. It's very small.
No,
It's not
no, I
very
haven't been
big.
to that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's tiny inside.
Yeah. I've
And
only been to the Sylvania and that other one, the giant one.
oh no, Fieldhouse is sick.
That one's great. Yeah.
Um, but so it's not very big, and
Yeah.
like when I walked in, I expected us to wait because it was a big party of people.
Sure. Yeah.
And right off the rip, I look over and no one has a beer, and I'm like, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
So I went to the bar,
Yeah,
got
you
a
and I would already been on our
yeah,
second one.
yeah. So I went to the bar, got a beer, and everyone else is like,
Yeah,
"That's a good idea." I'm like, "I know, right?" But that's when I
yeah,
saw the two people in the wheelchair lady, and I'm
yeah,
thinking, well, maybe they're waiting for a table.
yeah.
That was
That's
my
always
first
possible, I
thought.
guess.
Like, cause yeah,
Yeah,
I've done that before. Like, hey, we'll get a
sure.
table, but we're gonna sit at the bar till it's ready. Like, I've
Yeah,
done that
which
before.
I could 100% understand in that situation.
Yeah,
Because the person in the wheelchair might have been like, "Yeah, let's do that." You know, like, they would have been like, "This sucks, but, you know, we'll have a table soon enough."
yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, just eat off the bar
Nah.
stool.
Man. I could also see it if there were, like, literally no tables available,
Yeah.
like, you're just like, "Well, this is what we got," kinda thing, and we're hungry.
No, there
In that
was
regard, though, I
because
would've probably been like, "Let's go somewhere else."
because like they were definitely but there before us or
Yeah.
before me, I guess.
Shit,
I guess I
dude.
don't know about us, but we were
Yeah.
waiting for several tables to empty so we could get one big table,
Yeah, of course.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like if they were waiting for a table, they would have for sure seated them.
Yeah, they wouldn't have eaten, you know, off of man,
Yeah, right.
jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
mind blowing,
That's
dude.
one I've talked before when you and I have been out where sometimes you'll see something and you're like, I want that story."
Oh yeah,
And it's
right.
like, that's one of those where I'd love to go over and just be like, "Hey, how did this happen?"
Yeah,
You know?
boy,
Like
how'd you get disrespected so hard?
right, like, "Hey, how are you people this awful to your air quote friend? And also, why are you putting up with this? Like, what's going on
Yeah,
here? Like,
yeah.
what
There's
don't
a
I
big
know that makes this
disconnect going
okay?"
on
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Like, cause on the surface, this looks like some really shitty human behavior.
for sure, right?
Like, maybe there's something there, I don't know, but yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy,
I don't even know what to just
dude.
wow, I don't
Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy. I mean, I actually have a the fuck. I actually have some like all my story, not all of them. A lot of
Mm,
my stories all involve just weird shit.
okay, that's
I
fine.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a weird week, I guess.
I mean, like today,
Mm.
I'm at work, just trying to enjoy my time in the bathroom, as one does, you
Right,
know,
furiously masturbating, right, right.
naturally. Looking
Yeah,
at like 3D printers and just, just enjoying my
as you well,
life.
you gotta stay aroused,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, because I was also
yeah.
3D printing.
Oh my. This is the worst 3D printer ever, it always looks like shit.
But so I have my suspicions on who it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Somebody
Okay,
comes in and you hear the click of the toilet seat going down and they're talking
yeah.
on the phone the whole time,
Oh,
which I
I
never
never understand that.
I don't
Like,
get
if
it.
you just go I've seen people going in, and I think that all they're doing is sitting there talking on the phone to kinda, get away from work, basically.
Yeah.
But if they're in there, like, 3D printing, we'll continue to call it, and they're on the phone, it's like, "Dude, if you're on the phone with me and I hear any sort of bathroom noises, I'm like, you can call me back when you're done hanging up on you."
Well, this story's perfect for you, Brian, cuz cuz I'm sitting there and I'm like immediately I'm like I can't believe they're on the fucking phone, right?
Right.
And then
It's like you're
whoever
in they're wrecking your mood, yeah.
yeah, I told Michelle the story earlier, and they're like, "They killed your vibe, bitch. Don't kill my
Yeah,
vibe,
exactly.
bitch. Don't kill my
Yeah,
vibe."
that's right.
But so on the phone, and then they just whoever they're talking to, they go, "You about to hear some crazy shit because I got a shit," and it was like
What?
fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, man.
Like I was just like, I gotta get out of here, you
Yeah,
know.
well, yeah, for your own safety.
Not no joke. There was war crimes going on. Like my nose hair's burnt. I think, dude, it was insane.
Like, how
And
how
they're
are
on
you
the
carrying
phone.
you're like, how are you carrying napalm around inside you?
Better yet, why are you talking to somebody as
Also
you're,
that. Yeah,
burning down a
blowing a toilet
Vietnamese
out.
village?
Seriously, holy shit, dude. Wow.
Like I said, I have my suspicions.
I never get that though. I heard a dude one time talking to his wife on the phone the whole time he was in, and he was doing the same thing, just foul noises left and right. And I was like, I was washing my hands as he sits down. Like he comes in on the phone, and I'm thinking, okay, it sounded like he was about to wrap it up, and then it was like, no, the conversation picked up onto another topic. He goes in, and I hear him go, "Hold on a minute," and that's when he's dropping trowel
Jesus
because you
Christ.
need both hands to undo your belt, basically. So
Yeah.
And then, "Hey, are you still there?" And then he just unleashes fiery hell on that toilet.
God
I'm
damn it.
like, "What the fuck?" Like, who still stays on the line for this? Like I said, if I heard any of that, I'd be like, "Yeah, call me back and
Yeah,
hang up.
I
Like,
I
we're
I don't even
done."
think I'm not even saying anything. I'm just hanging
You're
up.
probably right, I'm just hanging up,
Yeah,
yeah,
and then when they're
'cause
like,
I don't
"Hello,"
wanna
and then they're
hear
gonna
this.
call me back, and I'm not answering.
No, not for a
I'm
while.
I'm probably blocking the number.
I mean, that is fair, yeah.
I think it's
Dude,
valid.
I was in, Goodwill with my brother, and I had to I went in and hosed, and while I'm in there peeing, this guy comes in, and, you can tell from his behaviors, I'm guessing that there's, like, some mental issues going on.
Mhm.
But, dude, he sits down on this toilet, and he just starts going off about how the people and this is a white guy. He's going off on how the people over on, sorry for going local, folks, but Secor over in front of the, Asian market, the McDonald's over there,
Yeah.
how the people at that McDonald's are racist, and they hate white people, and, how they're lucky he didn't go off on them. And, I mean, he's just talking to himself, like,
Wow.
no earbuds, no phone, right? So and I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Well, you know what? At least he's doing it, you know, he's getting it out, not harming anyone while doing it, right?" You know?
You coulda
But,
had a
you
lot of
know
fun by leaving that bathroom, just turning the lights off.
but,
Son of a
well,
bitch.
hey, he just and I mean, then he just starts, destroying the toilet, and he just keeps ranting. And I was just like, and all I could picture was Palpatine, being like, "Good, good," like and again, I'm making no light of a mentally ill person if that's what's going on here. It's just that it was just like, you know, because again, most people would have taken that out on, and who knows what happened at McDonald's? Maybe they did. Maybe that's why he's over here shitting.
Yeah.
Maybe they told him get the fuck out.
Yeah, and maybe there's
But
a bloodied up McDonald's worker in his trunk.
there could be. Yeah, I was just like, whoa, man. All right. I was like, I'm gonna piss real quick and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, before the stabbings start.
Yeah, because I mean, you just never know.
I
But,
mean, you're not wrong. You never
yeah,
know.
I mean, it's a wild world out
People
there,
be
man.
crazy.
They do, and, it was just what was funny is, like, we're still in the store, and, he comes out and, walks out and, you know, says, "Have a nice day" to the woman working the counter, and then I was like, "Well, maybe he got all the angry out
Yeah,
of
all
him,"
the anger is now in our plenum.
Yeah, so and if so, good, because again, he didn't point it at anybody at least, from what I saw,
Yeah.
you know? So, and a lot of humans don't have that ability. A lot of us just snap on whoever's in front of us or the next person or, because our fuse is already lit, you
Yeah.
know?
I
So,
refuse to believe it. Aha. 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 Aha.
boo, boo, man.
So,
So,
yeah,
good.
go ahead. No, what?
Oh, I was gonna say I had I was gonna say, we was gonna talk about Easter real quick,
Yeah, let's go.
and,
I had a weird one. Let's
so
go.
yeah, I did too, dude. So Sunday, I get up early because gotta make mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
so I gotta make sure I got time. And usually what I do is I do 2 pots of, potatoes and, to get them to boil because it's faster than doing, like, 1 big pot,
Yeah.
you know? So I do that, usually hop in the shower. By the time I come out, they're fairly close to,
Boiling over.
you know yeah, yeah, basically, yeah. Then I know they're done.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, all the
but
water's on
anyway
top of my stove. Perfect.
yeah, and the floor. Don't
And
forget the floor.
and all this starch is burnt in now.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. And and my nonsticks are ruined. Um,
Hallelujah.
so, anywho, my roommate picks up the cat because she was, as I was coming out of my room, she was, like kind of
RKO.
noise, Yeah, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I'm just thinking, "Oh, she usually just wants some attention or wants to be fed, right?"
Yeah.
And then when he sets her down, she walks over to her water dish and she's like staggering and like kind of falls.
Oh
And I'm
shit.
like, I'm like, "This isn't normal." You know, cats are notorious for being very well balanced, you know,
Is she
like
getting
because 'cause
into your
they've got,
whiskey?
like yeah, because you know, they've got, like, internal gyroscopes, basically, and, so she goes to walk away from the dish, and she's still, like, staggering, and he picks her up, and her eyes are darting, like, back and forth,
Oh,
and
like
they're
that dude.
very yeah, so and they're very dilated, you know, and we're just like, "What is going on?" You know? And we're, you know, talking to her and petting her and stuff, and I called Jen because Jen's a vet tech now,
Oh,
so I
okay.
was like yeah, I was like, "Hey, you know, what do you have any idea what this might be?" You know, knowing she can't diagnose, blah, 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 right? You know, but and she goes, "It sounds like it might be a seizure." Like, she may have had a seizure of some sort, and I'm like, "Oh,
Mm.
no," you know? And you know, so and she was like, you know, "Just keep an eye on her." She goes, "If she has another one, take her in immediately." She goes, "You could take her in if you want to, but, you know, you can just kinda see what happens," you know, and, I was like, "Okay," you know, and, you know, just kinda monitor for a while, and, you know, she seemed okay otherwise. You know, other than the like, she was when she was walking, she kinda had her head tilted to the left, and she was walking kinda to the right, you know, like,
Mm.
she for sure wasn't 100%, you know?
Yeah, right, right.
And I'm like, "Oh, man, dude," it broke my heart, though. She went over to get a drink of water a little bit later, and she couldn't balance enough to put her head down to drink the water.
Mm.
So I went over and I'm, like, steadying her, and I held the water, tilted it toward her so she could drink it. You know, because I obviously, you know, she needs to drink and whatever, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh god," you know, like, "This is no good," you know, like and, you know, she as the day went on, she got better. Like, by the end of the night, she was just barely staggering a little bit, but she was able to eat and drink again and,
Hmm.
you know, no problem and everything, and, like, today, she's you know, she seems normal now, so I've still got the decision to make about you know, what to do because if I take her in, they're gonna wanna do, you know, blood work and
Oh,
different
yeah.
shit, and that's expensive,
Yes,
and I gotta
unfortunately.
you know, and I love my kitty, but I also, you know, I mean, I could just take her in and see what they say, but I know what they're gonna say because Jen basically told me and they told me that when I took her in before, you know, that she may have a blood pressure issue or something like that, and, you know, hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of blood
Oh,
work,
of
you
course.
know?
I mean, my
It sucks.
this year my benefits offered pet insurance.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I looked into it. Dude, it's so expensive for the
Yeah.
benefits.
I bet because vets are so expensive.
Yeah. Like it was one of those things I'm like, if it's, under X amount a month, I'm signing up. And
Yeah,
it for
sure.
sure wasn't.
Right.
I was just like, well, all right, I guess cool. you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
And
Bell
it's
or
like
Bell, Jesus
you know,
Christ, Bomber's past due. We got to get her in because I bought
yeah.
her some of those heartworm pills. Did I tell you about
Yeah.
that? I found them in Australia like super cheap.
No, but that sounds sketchy as fuck.
No, I went on because in America or whatever, the Simparico or Simpatico, whatever the fuck it's called. It's like flea tick
Yeah.
heartworm.
Okay.
Like you have to go to the vet and that it's a prescribed medicine. And I put like over the like
Right.
Google search over the counter some whatever. And it sent me
Yeah.
to a Reddit thread and there's like in Australia you could just buy it over the counter. And they recommended
Oh,
this
okay.
website that ships to America. And I'm like, well fuck.
That's wild. You wouldn't think that would be legal.
Dude,
Okay.
it's um for like a 6 months, I think it was a 6 month supply for it might have been 3 months because we had two dogs at the time. It was like almost
Yeah.
$300 or 400. It was insane,
Holy
you
shit.
know.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
6 months from Australia, I spent like $140.
Wow.
It
Well,
was
that's
so
cool.
much
Yeah.
cheaper. It's the same stuff.
So now
It's the
so now
same. It's
everyone
the
in the house
same
is
stuff. Well,
safe.
no,
Yeah.
because she was off her meds for a while. So if she did have
Oh,
heartworm and we
yeah.
gave it to her, it could kill her.
Oh, wow.
So
So
we
you gotta
have to
get
get her
checked
checked
first?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like you
Okay,
were
fair
saying, dude,
enough. Yeah, it's a kick in the dick,
it's so
yeah.
much money.
And it sucks so bad because we love our pets,
Yeah.
like, they're part of the family well, not in your one case, but,
Oh yeah, she that cat's a piece of shit.
yeah. But, but also on the other side, I'm kind of like, my kitty's 16 and a half years old.
Oh yeah.
How much do I wanna put her through?
Yeah, that's an elder kitty.
Yeah, I don't wanna make it sound like I'm like, "Oh, whatever, if she dies, she dies," kinda thing.
Well, if she's
But
boxing a Russian, then yes.
yeah, well, I mean, she's got no chance if she's
Yeah.
boxing a Russian. Like, I'm gonna be like, "Kitty, I'm
I,
throwing the towel in
well, I
as
meant
soon
like
as
a
that bell
Russian
rings."
cat. I went like a Russian cat.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if it's
I thought you
Ivan
meant like Ivan.
Drago, it's over.
She got no prayer. Like I said, as soon as the bell rings, I'm throwing the towel. That's the only saving grace that there is. Um, but yeah, but she seems okay now. Like she's back to being feisty and everything that she normally is. So
Well,
it's
that's
just
good,
like if it's like it just sucks though. It sucks so bad that we have to make those kind of
dude.
decisions.
It's the
That you
worst.
have to even decide, and not just with pets, with humans too.
Oh yeah,
Look at how many humans don't get medical treatment because they can't afford it, or they
that
know, like, man, if I go in, it's going to be a $5,000 bill.
like that was something I saw that someone screen capped. When it was like, they're like, oh, what's the worst thing you ever seen or whatever. And,
Yeah,
it's like, ER doctor here, telling a mother how much it's going to cost to keep their infant alive. And you can see him doing the math. And it's like, oh, that's
right.
brutal,
Right, because there should be no question, right? Like,
Yeah.
it should be do what you can do. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. But, for
Awful.
people that are the Poles,
Right.
then it's
Yeah,
like, oh, shit. It's just insane.
I know. But
What a,
yeah, like
what
I
a
said,
great
but
world we live in right now.
yeah,
It's amazing, people.
right? So, I didn't go to my
Uh,
sister's for the family thing. I still had the potatoes made, so my nephew swung by and I gave, those to him so he could take them over, so there were mashed potatoes for everybody, but
excellent.
I didn't go because, I just wanted to make sure that,
Yeah,
if it was a
you wanted to be
seizure.
there just in case.
Yeah, also, all I'm gonna do is worry the whole time I'm gone,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be like, "I hope she's okay,"
I
and
mean,
my
if
roommate was here, so it wasn't like she was alone,
and
but it
dude,
was
if
still,
if you're
you know
worrying, you're gonna suck at the egg hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah, because I gotta lock in,
we gotta lock in. If you're distracted, you're not getting that golden egg with the
right?
$5
Because
bill
I
inside.
go all out. I go all out on the egg hunt.
Oh
Full
yeah,
contact,
full contact.
stiff arms,
Yeah,
doesn't matter how old they are.
it's a jail yard egg hunt.
That's right. Putting your 6-year-old niece's face right into the ground just to
Oh,
get that egg.
just buried.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
"Sorry, it's just business, it's not
just
personal.
business. Exactly.
It's just business." They gotta learn at some point,
Yeah, that mulch will eventually grow out of her skin.
Yeah. Yeah. But, afterwards, my nephew brought what was left of the potatoes back and, brought me a large plate of food, so
Nice.
I didn't miss out on the food. I just, I hadn't seen a couple of my siblings in a long time, and, I was kinda looking forward to that, but one
That's
of them
fair.
stopped by afterwards, so I got to see her, but, it was still, you know, it was a hell of a day, you
Yeah,
know?
sounds like it.
So, yeah, by the end of the day, the cat jumped on by my lap and laid there for a while, and
RKO.
which I was like, "Good," because she's looking for some comfort here,
Yeah.
and then she just kinda went and slept, and I'm like, "Yeah, I bet this has probably been a hell of a day for her,"
Yeah, I
you
bet.
know?
Yeah, Jesus
'Cause,
Christ.
again, they're used to being super agile and everything, and all of a sudden, she goes to take a step, and it's like, like when you're drunk, literally, that's what it reminded me of. She'd go to take a step and stagger three steps to the right, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow, at
So
least
anyway, so
somebody
how was
brought
your
you
Easter?
brought you some shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, my parents aren't, in town. I'm picking them up actually this upcoming Sunday.
yeah,
So we went to Michelle's parents' house, right?
yeah, mhm,
Like, I don't know if I've said it here before, but her brother's got a ton of kids
yes,
and another one coming.
excellent.
And her parents were like, you know what, we don't want to do the traditional Easter dinner thing because it's gonna like take a lot of time and effort, which I get.
Cannibalism it is. Yeah.
Cannibalism it is. So they went and they got the day before, obviously, a
Yeah. Right.
shitload of Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
Just like a shitload of like chicken nuggies, basically.
Okay.
And then they
Like a
made,
giant box of them or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
they made sides,
Okay.
right? So it was like, it was
Right.
good, but it was different,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But with the children
Yeah.
and her brother's wife gives me so much of my ex-wife's vibes. I was getting like PTSD
Oh,
from
geez.
the
Yeah.
yelling and the just the behavior. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, that's why I started looking at 3D printers. Honestly, it was that day I was just like in the zone trying to distract myself because it was too cold
How
to
can
go
I
outside, you know.
how can I print my own chicken nuggies?
Yeah, so we like
Replicator from
we,
Star Trek.
we like ran out of there.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
both so just worn down, and I was supposed to go to my sister's afterwards because they're like, hey, I'm like, we can't eat, but we'll come visit. I just text
Yeah.
her. I'm like, we're going home. Like
Yeah.
I am on E, dude. It was
Right.
brutal.
Yeah, yeah, stuff like that, especially, like, I'm the same way, like, I'm okay being around, like, kids for a little bit, but after a while, I'm just like, it drains my battery fast,
Oh yeah.
and
Well,
a lot of it has to do with the parenting also,
oh yeah.
you know, and because, I'm biting my tongue a lot of the time
Yeah.
because you wanna say something, and it's like, "It's not my place, it's not my
Say
place."
so. I was about ready to reenact the hallway fight scene from uh the fuck's that movie? The when he takes dude's teeth out with the hammer. What is that? God damn it! It's that
Powder?
Korean movie. You say
Oh,
powder?
jeez. Yeah. That's my go-to dude, I don't know if you remember that, like, that goes back to, like, Kelly in the group, like, our friend group, because like, whenever somebody couldn't pull a movie, that's what we would say, it's
That's
powder,
so
because
funny.
it's never, ever the right answer.
Hold on,
I don't
hallway.
remember the name of that movie. I know what you're
Old
talking
boy,
about, but I can't.
old boy.
Yes, there
Yeah.
you go.
God, that movie's so good. If you haven't watched Old
It
Boy,
is.
don't watch the American one. Watch the
Right.
Korean one like a
Yeah.
real person. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, you're right. Boy, that I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'd pay $1 to watch that.
Oh, dude, I was seriously like, I can't. I got it. Like, I kept,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Like, and
exactly.
I can't get into it, but yeah.
Yeah, right.
But,
I get it.
but other than that, Easter was fine. And, they always make us Easter baskets like we're children. So I have like candy in my fridge now. And
Perfect.
like they're giving stuff to Michelle she can't even eat. It's just,
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
yeah.
Yeah,
And like I'm
yeah,
like they always give us lotto tickets, which is fine. It's like
yeah,
I'm cool with it all, but leave the candy out of it. Cause I'll
right.
eat it.
Yeah, that's why they give it to you.
It's no, bro.
Yeah,
I don't want it, but I want it.
sure you do.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
understand.
Like if it wasn't
You're
here,
sitting
I'm
in the
cool. But
Yeah, like, you're
like it's
sitting
in
in
the
the living
fridge
room
right now. I'm going.
watching
There's a
TV,
cold mini Twix with my name on it.
calling to you. Yeah,
Yeah. I
just
already
in a
plowed
real
through the
slutty
Rolos. You ever
voice.
had a cold Rolo? It's amazing,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's calling to you in a real slutty voice right now. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's
I
like
understand.
the fridge from Ghostbusters. There's like demons in there and stuff.
Yeah. That's a pretty accurate description of just fridges in general, I think.
Yeah, if you haven't cleaned it out in a while, if you
Yeah, right. If you got delicious foods in there, but you already eat too much,
there's many layers here.
Yeah, like me, I got some apple pie in mine right now that's been calling me. And I was like, I need to eat the salad I'm eating.
Dude, apple pie sounds so good.
Should've just put the apple pie right I think it's like, Costco apple pie because the piece
Oh,
I got is massive.
yeah,
So
yeah.
well, I've eaten off of it already. I left half of it.
Oh, that's quitter talk. You gotta eat the whole thing.
I'll be No,
Power
I
down and
wanted
feel
to
like
make sure
trash.
I just wanted to make sure I had some pie for today.
That's fair. I can't argue that point.
Otherwise, I probably would have eaten the whole piece of pie, but oof,
So
oof.
I set myself up with it's a free trial that's going to turn into me just subscribing to
Okay.
Crunchyroll, Brian.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking
Dude,
at
I
it
had
because we've been watching
Crunchyroll
more
for
Good, good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I had Crunchyroll forever ago when they used to have a free tier,
Yeah.
and it was annoying because the ads suck, obviously, and the way it was done, like, you couldn't watch
Like it,
like, if there was a new season of something, you couldn't watch that
yeah,
until like, it was
that's
basically
I used to watch
exclusive for a
Crunchyroll like
while.
that. Yeah, I used to
Yeah,
watch it like that.
yeah, and then they changed it to where they got rid of the free tier, and I was like,
Oh.
"Oh."
Oh, I didn't know they got rid
So,
of the free one. I didn't had no
yeah,
idea. Well,
yeah,
because it's like for the low level, it's $10 and it's ad free, and I was just like,
yeah.
shit.
That's why they did
And
it is
we've been
because 10 bucks
watching
is
so much more
reasonable.
anime. And I was just like, oh, we'll
Mhm.
check it out, and I'm really enjoying
Y
it.
Yeah. The only anime I'm watching right now has been, Rooster Fighter. I've still been watching that, and
Oh
it's
yes,
I still don't know what I think about it, but I've been watching it.
I mean the one got into recently is Hell's Paradise. That's pretty good.
Okay. I haven't heard of that one.
It's
Is that
like
on what's that is that on Crunchyroll or something else?
that's where I found it, but it could be elsewhere. I
Okay.
don't know.
Well, the problem is, like, a lot of times stuff on Crunchyroll, there's quite a few things on there that you can't watch elsewhere, you know?
It's like I guess to real quick give it a synopsis.
You said Hell's Paradise?
Hell's Paradise. Apparently,
Okay.
Hell's Paradise Jigo Kuraku or something.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes,
That's what I was gonna guess.
I know. I mean, you're pretty good like that.
Yeah.
But it's so these people are looking for the elixir of life in this on this island, right?
Okay.
And they
Yeah.
bring in all these like ruthless
Oh, that's not it at
killers.
all. That's a movie.
Uh, they bring in all these ruthless killers to go find it, and whoever finds it gets pardoned, right?
Oh, okay.
But then
Yep.
escorting these killers are like these like high level samurais that if those
Oh,
guys
alright.
act up, they just chop their head off.
Well, I mean, as samurai do, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just
Oh, okay, here it
yeah,
is.
and
Oh, it's on Hulu.
it's been pretty good so far. It's got some violence,
Okay.
it's got some it's very the main character's very like moody,
Naturally.
like emo-ish,
Sure.
But
Yeah, of
so
course.
far it's been fun. I enjoy.
It looks like it's rated pretty well on IMDb. It's like 8.1 or something like that, and it is on Hulu, so I can throw it on my, list.
There's
Cool.
one I kind of want to watch. I think it's something like the day I got reincarnated as a vending machine or something like that.
Dude, those are the ones that usually get me because
Because
I'm like,
it's
"Well, I
so
gotta at least watch
bizarre.
this."
I got to at least check it
Yeah.
out.
That's what I used to do when I worked at, Hollywood Video because we had a lot of I don't know if you remember, we had, like, a pretty big anime section
Would you
there.
call it
So
robust?
I would call it robust,
Hmm,
yeah, especially for the time. Most places didn't have much of a section of that at all.
fair enough.
Or if they did, it was like Ninja Scroll, Akira,
Yeah.
the ones everyone knows. But, there would always be these weird titles. I'm like, "Well, I have to watch this one because it's got some weird ass title," you know?
I
Like
mean,
My
that's,
Day as a Groundhog or something like
yeah.
that, you
I
know?
mean, those are kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm playing this weird ass game right now, and I think it's based off a manga or an anime. It's called
Mm,
Sandland, right?
okay.
And
Mm,
the only reason I'm checking it out is I was going through the PlayStation store and or PlayStation Plus games.
yeah.
And it's just like friends who are playing this. And I had a lot of people I know that are playing it. So I'm like, well, what is this? Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's kind of like a open world kind of exploration game, but there's a lot of quests and whatnot.
Okay.
But there's fucking tanks involved.
Alright.
Oh yes, it is a manga. Okay.
Oh, I see now,
And
okay, yeah.
it's like you play this little you're the son of Lucifer,
Naturally.
right? So it's
Yep,
you and this sheriff who turns out, spoilers, turns out to be like this used to be this amazing general. Team
of
up because
course.
he's looking for like this eternal spring of water so they can bring life back to the desert. So that's the
Okay,
whole gimmick
that makes
behind it.
sense.
But
Oh, yeah, from the creator of Dragon Ball.
oh, okay, dude, the game's fun though.
Okay, it
Like
looks interesting.
I'm making my tank better. I fuck shit up. I'm trying to find a
Yeah,
motorbike so I can have a motorcycle as a vehicle. It's just a fun, weird game,
sure. Yeah.
with one exception.
Yeah, I like the
One exception.
stylized, artwork is cool
It's
too.
all cell
What's
shaded
that?
and fun.
Yeah.
There's when you're traveling, there's just like random banter and
Okay.
it is so repetitive and you can't turn it
Oh,
off.
no. Oh, that's the worst part.
Yeah, like I'm cool with stuff like that if it was more varied. But if I
Yeah.
got to hear the
It's
kid go, "Hey old man, what are you going to do when you get a tough bad guy?" "Well, I would study him for a distance at first." I've heard that probably 46 times.
yeah, it's like sports games where after
Yes.
you play a couple games, you're like, "All right, I've heard pretty much all the dialogue," and it's like, now I'm gonna
100%.
just mute the game. That's
Yes.
why when I used to play Madden after, a few games, when I first get it, I listen to the commentary, and then I just start muting it and play music instead,
Yeah, that's fair.
and I basically, instead of hearing the, snap, the, type thing, I'm just watching and basically you just move when the guys move. So you learn to time it a little bit, but, you get called for offsides quite a bit.
My favorite Madden memory I have is just I was so late at night, and I think it might have been one of those nights that we went out and had a little bit of partying.
Yeah.
I just remember laying on my floor to play Madden, and the amount, and I kept getting delay of game penalties because I'd fall asleep, and then the whistle would be like, "Toot, toot." I'd be like, "Oh," and I'd be like, "Oh, all right." And instead of just going to bed, I'm like, "I got this,"
Right.
and then I just fall
It's like
asleep again.
it's like 1st and 52 on the 1-yard
Dude,
line.
yeah, it was it
Like, you
was
literally have to
it was
you gotta
stupid.
throw a length of the field touchdown to get it to not, have it be 2nd down.
Yeah, it was so dumb. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, good times.
That's funny.
Good
Uh,
clean fun.
yeah. So speaking of games,
Oh
I
yeah.
I saw, I like to, um when I can, I like to bring to you a game that I think is the next hotness in the simulator series type games.
Yeah.
And I saw one this week that it's not out yet, but it's coming, and it's called Potato Simulator.
You say potato simulator?
I did, and you basically just roll around as a potato.
All right, let me see this.
All right. So here we go. Welcome to Potato Simulator, a unique, slightly absurd, and surprisingly immersive game where you step into the humble existence of a potato. Roll, grow, explore, and survive in a world that sees you as, well, just a potato. It looks like it's only going to be on PC, though, which is a shame.
I
And
mean,
there is an
you
official
never
trailer for it.
know. You never know, Brian.
True. If it's, well, like Goat Simulator, I think originally was on PC and it was so popular they ported it to
Yeah.
consoles.
To
So
everything. I have it I
to
can play it on my
everything, you're
phone if
right.
I want to,
Yeah. Damn right you can.
which
Goat
is
Simulator's the shit.
insane.
Yeah.
Have you played the new one, the Ghost Simulator 3 or
I've
whatever the
not.
fuck it is?
No, I only played the first one because it was a free game on PlayStation.
I think I got the Potato Simulator trailer going right now. But
Right.
that is one like I want to this potato just fucking tripped a dude and got some sort of like sick combo off of it. I need to play this game, Ryan. I wonder if this will run on
Right?
my mini Mac here. If it's going to be
I
an
don't know.
on Mac.
Yeah,
I've heard
fair.
I've heard
Because
Mac
it just
Gaming's getting
says
more support.
right.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, what's funny is like watching this trailer and you see the potato is like bigger than the city at some points.
Dude,
So I wonder if this has something to do with like if it's kind of Katamari.
I
But rolling around as a potato trying to trip people is fantastic.
when I see stuff like this, it just makes me go like
Mm,
I just want to learn how to code so I can make a dumb game like this.
yeah.
Cuz this is fantastic to me.
Also, there's different skins for it, by the way. I
Oh,
don't know if you
I
caught
saw
that in the
that. Oh
trailer.
yeah.
Okay. Like, the one looks like it has flames. Oh my
Dude,
god, it's a potato jumping off a building.
dude, this potato is fucking people up.
Yeah. So, I'll have the link to the, trailer and stuff in the,
Wow,
show notes, of
that's
course.
that's fantastic.
Oh, don't cross the street, potato. That's dangerous.
That is
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah.
I'm so glad we watched that.
I wonder if you can combo off of hitting one person into another person.
I'm hoping that's
Kinda
kind of what
like
they're
it
going for.
like the insurance game in,
Oh yeah, when in the good
Saints
Saints
Row.
Rows,
Yeah. Oh god, he just got hit by a car.
he'll probably be okay.
Yeah, he's a potato. He'll be alright.
Be all right. We're good.
Uh, yeah, when like, every time I see one of these simulators, because there was one I think the other day that was like I saw one that's like a TCG store simulator where you get to pretend that you're a trading card game store. I was like,
That's
I already
fun.
did that." But
Yeah. It's still kind of fun though.
I think there's a movie store or, like a video store simulator, and again, I was like, I did enough of that."
Yeah.
I'm not looking to go back to that.
Honestly though, that one might be fun to play with the
Yeah,
experience of being a video store guy.
it might be kinda
Just to
fun,
kind of
yeah.
see how it you know, matches up or
Yeah,
whatever.
right. But, I like I said, I see some of these and I'm just kinda like, "Okay," it's like if this was cheap or free, I would play it, but I'm like, I'm not laying out $30 for this, and it's no disrespect to the coders and all the people who put work in. It's like a Lego game to me, though. It's like I just can't spend big money on these games,
That's fair. Yeah.
Although I did go pre-order the new Batman game,
Well,
the
that
Batman
looks
Lego.
that just looks sick.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is I believe, first Lego game I've
Fuck.
ever pre-ordered.
Oh, that's
All the
funny.
rest I just got after it came out, down the road for cheaper monies.
On the cheap,
But yeah, there you go, man. Potato Simulator. Figured you'd
uh,
enjoy that.
I really did enjoy it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you for
I do
that.
what I can. I do what I can.
Yeah, that shit's
Like,
sick.
get that thing wish listed.
I know, right? Like I said,
I think I have a Steam account, so I mean, I could wish list it, and I
I
could.
definitely
I
have
might.
one.
There's a chance I could play it on this, but I don't know for sure. Depends on what kind of. It would be hilarious if I couldn't play it on my computer. Oh man,
Uh, that would be funny, actually.
right? So you're like, dude, it's just a potato simulator. Yeah, but I can't play it,
Like, yeah,
dude.
but
Like
dude, have you
I
seen
just
these
can't.
sick graphics?
Yeah, exactly. It's too complicated. The potato's too nimbly bimbly. I can't. My computer can't keep up.
So nimbly bimbly.
The lag is just brutal.
Oh man.
Yeah, no release date yet on it, so that's just sometime this year, it says. Also, in features, it does say online co-op multiplayer.
Yes, it's the game we've all been waiting for.
Finally, we can finally jump in together and play as Potato.
See, like legitimately, this is where I go, we should focus more on streaming for shit like
Yeah,
that. Oh, we could make that
yeah,
hilarious.
that would be a lot of fun,
And I know we do.
actually.
I know
Yeah,
we do sometimes fire up the Chech, the salty language.
yeah, the church, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while, Brian. I'm looking at you.
I know,
I'm
yeah,
looking at
no, it
you.
has. You aren't wrong.
All right. So we
You are
went
not
and
wrong, sir.
saw Project Hail Mary.
I've heard that movie is very good,
It's
so
very good. No spoilers,
did you
obviously.
agree? Okay.
It was a
Yeah,
very
right.
good movie. What's
Yeah,
funny to me is we're, I don't know why lately we've been hanging out with Michelle's parents a lot more.
okay.
Strange, but
Yeah,
she offhandedly told her mom like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go see this movie," and her mom's like, "Oh, I want to see that, but your dad won't take me." So yeah, come with us.
yeah,
Whatever, who
we
cares,
got
right?
you. Yeah, right. Yeah.
He came along as well,
Aha!
which I thought was
Got
funny.
him. Got him.
But so
Did you go up to Monroe to see it?
oh yeah,
Yeah, I
that's the only
figured so.
place I see movies
Yeah.
now. I
No, you're
can't.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, you live like a king
I didn't
once. That's all you
know
want.
I wasn't sure 100% that it was playing up there. I figured it was, but I didn't know,
Now we saw it on the big screen, the encore
Nice.
experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
But no, it was really
Alright.
good. It was a very good
Excellent.
movie, and I'm glad we watched it. And
Yeah.
What's His Nuts was great in it. I almost said Ryan Reynolds, but that's not him.
Nope. Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yep, the other Ryan.
Yep. Yep. Ken. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Ken
Wow.
enough.
I was writing it down in my notes and I wrote Project Hair Mary. That's a whole different movie.
That is the unhinged porno version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
if it's in the theater, still go see it. If not, watch it. The only thing I didn't like, I
Mhm.
don't like the fact it's an Amazon movie.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's Amazon Warner, it's all to own, but it's like for sure an
Yeah.
Amazon movie. because that's
Okay.
all I've been seeing the headlines. Is like Amazon's newest movies, biggest
Oh,
hit, blah blah
okay.
blah.
So, well, I mean, so that tells me what streaming service it'll be on.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I mean, I
I
have
mean,
Amazon, so cool.
considering on my dumb little Alexa with the screen, I
Yeah.
see you blinking. Shut up, Alexa. Shut up. She's listening. I don't like it.
So rude.
It's always like, how does Ryan Gosling use that demon that I invited into my house? It's like a vampire. Once
Yep.
you invite it in, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's
fair.
horrible. So we saw that, and it was really, really good. And
Yeah,
then our it's only a two-part series, but they're long episodes.
okay.
If you have access to National Geographic, I want to say that's through Disney or Hulu.
I think it is on Disney, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have both, so it's yeah.
Secrets of Bees.
Oh, I saw the, preview for
It
that.
was
It
great.
looks very
It
interesting.
was
Yeah,
it was super interesting. But
right.
it was just like there's
Was it unbelievable?
dude, there's some
Right.
shit that bees do that you're just like, the fuck? Who
Right.
what? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really
Yeah.
cool watch. I highly recommend
Okay.
it.
What was it called again? I forgot the
Secrets of
Secrets
Bees.
of Bees, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Secrets of Bees.
Secrets of Bees. So it's the bee's
Neat.
knees or something.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I watched, I don't know. I was looking for just something to watch because I finished Hazardous History, which
Yeah.
was good. The whole season was fun to watch. Like, and just some of the stuff is just like, wow. Like
Whoa.
just I can't believe people did that, but I also can, and some of the stuff I already knew, like some of the stuff they touch on. But you know how like there's always the if you like this, so the next thing that showed up was History's Deadliest. It's a series that's hosted by Ving Rhames,
Oh,
you know.
nice.
So it's hard not to hear the Arby's voice the whole time. But uh it's
That's just
basically
pride
like
fucking with you. Fuck
yeah.
pride.
Each episode there's like a theme to where it's like history's deadliest like water disasters or natural disasters, those kind of things. And again, some of them obviously like the air disasters, the Hindenburg's in there, of course. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm already heard a lot
Uh,
about the Hindenburg.
I survived an air disaster earlier today.
Did you?
Yeah, dude in the fucking stall.
Oh. I mean, it was a disaster, all right.
It was air. There was
Probably
definitely
hit
some airborne elements.
probably had to rope off that bathroom.
Nah,
Or no, I'm sorry,
Sta-
condemn it. Yeah.
standard operating procedure there.
Yeah, that's fair. But anyways, the season I haven't watched all of it yet, but I've watched quite a bit. Like there was one that was a couple nights ago that was like dictators, or deadliest people
That's
basically. And again,
also what I'm going to be called in Potato Simulator.
yes, the dictator.
Dictator.
Dictator, yeah. Dictator, private eye. Yep. Um but some of them already, obviously, like Genghis Khan,
Yeah,
like duh, like obviously he killed like 10% of the world, I think they mentioned in the episode,
yeah, yeah.
like
He did some work.
yeah,
You know how
but
to handle his
it was
shit.
kind of and yeah, I was like, oh God. So yeah, but it's an interesting watch, but then it led me down then from that show, I was like, ooh, what else do they have similar to this? So I'm just adding a bunch of shit that's history's this and world's this and whatever. So looks like I'll probably
Scranton's
be going
that.
down, yeah, weird rabbit holes after this.
That's fun. I
Um,
mean, it's fun to do though. I'm a rabbit
yeah,
hole fan. Ain't no
yeah,
rabbit
because I haven't
hole I
watched
don't
any
go
shows
down.
like that.
I got nothing. I
I
got
mean,
no
there
more
might be a
rabbit hole
couple I would.
comments.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, but there's I think I've seen a couple of the episodes. Like I think my mom used to watch them because she used to put on history quite a bit. So it was. But yeah, like I said, interesting watch. But the only thing I don't like is when they show the simulations, they're all AI generated.
Uh,
Like, so I don't like that I'm supporting AI by watching it, but whatever. What are you gonna
whatever,
do?
whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah. I finished up that jury duty Company Retreat
Oh
show that's
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
Amazon. It was good. It's like I really like how it's a reality show and whatever, but in the end, it's like they're really nice to the people. Like they give them like 100 or $150,000 for the experience.
Yeah,
They, and then they show them all the like guts of how they hid and recorded things, and they even show them at times where it's like, "Hey, you almost fucked us up right here
oh, that's
because of
fun.
something you did," or like on one of them, they had a thing planned, and the guy was supposed to have locked his keys in the car, but the window was down. So they were like, had somebody run in to disrupt the situation so the guy wouldn't notice that the
Just
window was
cross
down.
body blocks him.
Yeah, basically. I was like, it was kinda, like I said, it's good-natured and it's fun, but it's also the show's kinda fun to watch because it's kinda ridiculous. Because they just keep throwing weird scenarios at him, but most of the scenarios are not so weird that they're not plausible.
Mm,
Like on this company retreat, 2 people hook up after one, like, they have a hypnotist there, and while this guy is, like, kinda after being hypnotized, he's the woman, or while he's hypnotized, this other woman kind of like, "Ooh, I like him," and then they hook up, so this guy sees them, like, making out in a booth, basically. It's like that shit could happen at a company retreat.
yes.
So it's ridiculous and it's wild, but it's also very plausible, so but it was cool seeing how the guy reacts. That's really what the show is about, is seeing how the person involved reacts because they plan different ways based on their reaction,
Mm,
you know?
mhm,
So, yeah, but it's a fun watch. I definitely both, and apparently there's supposed to be a series coming out where they're showing more of the behind the scenes stuff, and the 2 guys from the 2 seasons are gonna, like, have a sit down and talk about their experiences to each other, kind of a
oh,
thing. So,
nice.
that might be kinda interesting too.
What if they start?
And
What
again,
if they break out laughing like Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds?
that would be great.
That's an old
Uh,
reference, people.
it is. What are you talking about? That's a very timely reference given that both guys have been dead for, like, 20 years.
You know what I'm talking about when Dom's laughing so hard he almost dies.
Yes, yeah, which
Classic.
was pretty much anytime he got
That's
going,
true. That's true.
'cause that dude was one of those that probably hyperventilated when he laughed
Holy shit.
sometimes.
I just realized a guy I work with, his name's Roosevelt, love him to death. If you get
Okay.
him going, he just laughs like Dom DeLuise.
Oh, wow.
Like it's insane how high pitched and how
Yeah,
hard it is. And
right.
then it just makes me go. And then yeah.
How could it not, right?
And
It's
he's
it's
such a movie fan. I'm gonna have to let him know next time he's going. I'm like, dude, you sound like
oh,
Dom
yeah.
DeLuise.
Oh, man, then he just kills you.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, it's fun shit.
Uh, but then, was it a couple nights ago, the new Darth Maul series dropped on.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch that.
Well, 2 episodes dropped, I should say. So I watched those, and it's a little slow, but again, they've got a universe build a little in this, because
Question.
we gotta kinda figure out his crew and what's going on there. Yeah.
We just had like
No nudity.
fuck. No,
Yeah.
we just had Disney on randomly and they played like an extended ad for that show.
Mhm.
And there's a droid in there that I didn't hear it, but Michelle's like, that's Moss from the IT crowd.
It is. Two Boots is the character's name.
Excellent.
Definitely Moss. She nailed that. Yeah, because when I heard his voice, I had the same I was like, "That voice sounds real familiar." And then it took me a second, then I'm like, "Oh, I know who it is." And when I looked it up, I was like, "Yep, yep."
Yeah, we just
So,
recently started rewatching IT crowd, so it's like fresh in
I
my
haven't done
head.
that in a while. That was one of those shows that I used to watch, like, once a year. I'd throw it back
So
on, and
good.
it is, and it's
It's
held up
probably
every time.
one of the most perfect shows, I think.
Yeah. I'm big fan of that show for sure.
Like
Yeah, it's like
we just started season 2
yeah.
when he just calmly plummets out the window.
Oh god, right? That has gotta be my most used GIF ever, is
that's
I use that so often.
that's how got introduced to that show because I saw that GIF and I'm like, what is this
Yeah.
from?
Right.
And then I watched the show and it's become one of my
Yeah.
favorite all time
It's
shows.
just how he just calmly walks over to the window,
Yeah.
opens it, and just steps right out. So good. Oh,
Yes.
man, and then when you're like, "Oh, but I like that character," and then Matt Berry comes in and you're like,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah.
never mind." Matt Berry's fantastic.
Oh,
Like, when he
father.
I love like, when he's gotta wear the belt, because he keeps sexually harassing the women, so he's gotta wear the, like, shock belt on his groin.
Yes. There you go. I just pulled the GIF up for the YouTubers
Yeah.
out there.
Oh, god.
One of my all-time favorite shows.
Matthew Berry's one of my favorite actors anyway. He's so good in everything he does. That's
Yes,
why they announced him for one of the award shows that he was gonna be, like, the narrator, and I'm like, "Oh, that's such a
dude.
great move."
God, what's that game called?
Yeah, there's one where
Thank
he's a
goodness you're here.
yes.
Yeah, I beat that recently. That game, one, it's
Yeah,
fucking weird and hilarious, but
fair.
playing it, it's like, was that Matt Berry? And then sure enough,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
He's in a variety of stuff just, as a voice actor too, because his voice is so distinct.
Yes.
He's very much and I love that that he's one of those guys where he doesn't really have to do a lot with his voice. He just is him kind of
Do you know
in a
he's
lot
got?
of the
You know he
stuff.
puts out music too. He's got like several
No.
albums out.
No, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, oh,
I
okay.
haven't
So
listened.
he's got his own Duke Silver situation going
Yeah,
on,
like
huh?
he puts them out on vinyl too, and I'm kind of like, I would love to get a
Ah.
Matt Berry vinyl just to have it.
Yes.
You know, like honestly, just to have it, and
But
like
the
it,
que
I
like,
would
and
listen to
it's
it
all,
though
like,
for sure.
serious too. Like, have you ever heard Tim Heidecker's music? You know who I'm talking about, right? From Tim and Eric?
Oh, okay, all right, yeah,
Yeah. Tim Heidecker, who's a weird comedian, he has music and it's all, like, dead serious music. Like, it's really good. Like, you wouldn't think and, a lot of entertainers are, multifaceted,
yeah,
but it's like you just as
like
goofy
us.
and weird as he is, you'd think he'd put out, like, comedy music, and it's not at all. It's very much a, "Here's my new album of," whatever genre. I can't remember what genre it is, but,
Serious
he
rock.
just yeah, it's just like, "Oh, okay." Because one night on my, Spotify, Discover Weekly, it said Tim Heidecker, and I'm
Like
like,
the
that's
fuck?
such a weird name, it has to be the same guy, but then when it came on and I listened to it, and I'm like, "No, really?" And I looked up, I was like, "Holy shit, it is, it's the same guy."
That's funny.
Like, I would not have expected that. Like I said, I would've like a lot of comedians or they do, they'll do a musical, um, album or something like that, or there's some, guys like Stephen Lynch that's basically all they do is, songs and stuff.
My girl
So,
likes to party all
dude,
the
that's
time.
that's just a banger.
I
Like, you
I'm
don't
not
even
gonna
have to worry
lie,
about him
dude.
you don't have to worry about him being a comedian, that's just a banger.
There was I probably it wasn't last summer, but probably summer before I was out mowing my grass and that just came
Yeah,
up.
yep.
And I'm just like, this is a fucking bopper.
I'm telling you, I have
Good job,
championed
Eddie
that
Murphy.
song I have championed that song since the '80s because it's one of the corniest songs, but I've always liked it, and it's like I said, man, that song hits.
It does hit.
And it's had a couple resurgences to where people are finding it, and younger people are finding it a little bit, and like, "Hey, what's this?" Like, "Oh yeah, you know that guy from fill in the blank
Yeah, you know
Eddie Murphy
Donkey?
movie?" Yeah.
That's Donkey.
Yeah. You ever heard a donkey sing? Now you have.
My dragon likes to party all the time.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
That's how they ended up with them drunkies, man.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I got for the week, methinks. Oh, you know what? No, I don't.
Oh,
I got
lies. Lies. What else you got?
do I? Do I have anything? Oh, no, I don't. Okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, I do. I have a, shut up and take my
Oh,
money.
what do you got?
Duh. Oh, dude, I mean, you've already been privy to it, sort of. Is our friend Cheeto sent it to us,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's a video of Adam Savage from MythBusters fame, and he's opening and playing with a '66 Batman Batmobile made by forgot the company's name here, Jazz Inc. Dioramas, and I'm looking at this thing, and it's huge, like it's not like the normal toy ones. And, I was look and it comes with all sorts of cool shit that, like, you know, attaches to it, and it's got a remote so that you can, you know, fire up the lights and shit on the thing and
Hell yeah.
whatever, and it's crazy cool. So, I looked it up today because I had no idea how much it cost. They also have a Batman animated series Batmobile available.
That's sick.
You wanna take a guess at how much these are?
$700.
More.
$1,500.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right.
I was like, "This might be one of the most expensive shut up and take my money items we've ever had on here."
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
But but I would still kill to have that Batmobile.
Yeah, Batmobile's pretty cool.
Like, the animated series one, I haven't really looked into to see, you know, what all bells and whistles it has. But, dude, this company makes some like, they've made pretty much every Batmobile
Yeah,
or
I
most
got
of the
a
Batmobiles.
bunch of thumbnails pulled up of Adam Savage, and I see the
Yeah,
Tim Burton Batmobile. I see the
yeah,
Batman, like muscle car Batmobile, and then the 66 one.
yeah.
It
But
looks like
then
he's
they've
got
done
a bat
other
wing too, it looks like.
yeah, they did make a Batwing too, yep.
Yeah.
Dude, the Batwing is $2,500,
Oh, it flies. That makes sense.
right, and it sold out.
Of course it did. Because
Yeah,
there's people out there that
um,
have way too much money,
yeah,
Brian.
yeah. Well, I mean, also, we don't know how
Meanwhile,
many they made. They may have
yeah,
only made, like, 10 of them, you know, but
that's true. But still.
I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they made more, but they have, like, figures as well as, like they have a diorama that's the Batman versus Superman, Batcave computer. They've got other stuff from the '66 Batman, like
What's the company again?
it's jazzinkdioramas.com, and if you
Okay.
go /Batman, that'll pull up all the Batman stuff. Um, they've got, the Bat Cycle with Sidecar from the '66 Batman, and it comes with, Batman and Robin, I believe. Um, the Catwoman action figure is, like, $300, but holy shit, does it look like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Real.
So,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
you know
she's right
what?
there. Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, they've made a few of her figures. Like, they have a battle damaged one, they've got a it says a clean figure, which is kinda weird. Then there's a deluxe battle damaged one. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They've
These-
got some really cool stuff, but holy crap, is it expensive.
Well, I mean, it looks insane.
It does. It
Yeah.
looks so cool. Yeah. They have the Julie Newmar Catwoman from the
Yeah, that's what
'66
I got
series
pulled up right
figure.
now. Yeah.
Rawr. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just kind of scrolling through their figures to see what's going on.
yeah, the basic Batcave
Yeah,
from
that Michelle Pfeiffer's
'66,
crazy looking.
right? The Julie Newmar one's great too. I mean, the
I hope
penguin
she
of,
has one of those.
yeah, that she should. They should for sure send her one. But man, like I said, they do some fantastic work, you know? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
for sure.
real expensive, but man, is it cool. So I'll have the link to the
I
Adam
thought
Savage
that was
video
Knight Rider. Hell yeah.
and the company. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say they do a whole bunch of other stuff too. I was just looking at the Batman stuff, you know, and they do a bunch of other products too.
Yeah, there's all the bat
So
wings. Good lord.
yeah,
My God, man.
yeah. It reminds me of like the figures I've seen really good figures done at about the $300 price point by like Hot
Hey,
Toys and
the animated series Batmobile, the wait list is still open, Brian.
I know. Yeah, do you see that pre-orders are sold out, but the wait list is still open. So
Crazy.
I know. If anyone wants to go to patreon.com/saltylanguage and pledge $1,500,
Yeah, no shit,
I can,
right?
I can get me one. Actually, if that'd be such a hard choice for me if someone was like, "Here's enough for one, you can get the '66 Batmobile or the animated series," because the animated series is, you know, so near and dear to my heart too. You know, it'd be
Right,
so
right.
tough. Be like choosing one of your kids to keep. You know, pretty easy choice. You
Yeah,
know, I'd probably go with the '66 Batman though,
that's fair.
because yeah, it was, you know, it's from it's literally from our youth. The animated series, we were like what, teenagers or so, 12-year-olds probably, something like that when it was
Hmm, hmm.
first on. So, you
Don't
know,
matter. Still
but the
sick.
other
Still
Batman.
holds up, by the way, too.
Oh, no, no, no.
Yeah.
I love it, obviously, but the other one is the first TV Batman we really got. And the
Yeah.
first movie, you know, movie Batman too. because it wasn't until what, 89 that the Michael Keaton Batman came out.
Yeah. The summer of the bat.
Right. But I mean, I had already experienced Batman running around with a bomb over his head
Yeah.
and,
Bat shark
you know,
repellent.
yep, yep.
Bat surfing contest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, doing the Batusi, all that kind of
The
stuff.
old Batusi.
3 cat women, you
Exactly.
know? I mean, geez. It was I mean, although in fairness, it's like, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and make me pick a Catwoman, it's tough to choose over Michelle Pfeiffer, so, you know,
Yeah, it's fair.
'cause rawr.
Because
But,
rare.
yeah, I mean, Halle
Freo.
Berry's
Freo.
fantastic and all, but that movie was so bad.
I've never even watched it. I'm okay with
So
this.
bad. So
It's
bad.
a choice I made and I've lived with every day.
Yeah. You just have to very much go, "This is not in Batman canon," you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe it's enjoyable, I don't know. But as a
Nah, it's not.
comic person, I can't I just can't. So,
Hard pass, Brian.
yeah. Yeah.
Hard
But
pass.
yeah, anyway, great stuff. Thanks to Cheeto for sending that to me because
Yeah.
I that wasn't even this company wasn't even on my radar. I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of really cool Batman, figures and stuff made over the years, and they're always like $300. That's why I own zero of them. I own the Mattel Batman figures that were like $10 at the time, and I have
Yeah.
like a 12-inch Adam West Batman from NECA from years ago. That's what I can do.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess with that, unless you got anything else, let's
Nah,
do Q of the
dog.
W.
Let's do cues.
All
So
right.
last time we asked you, what's the best thing about the city you live in? Well, Brian, we have some answers. By gum.
Oh,
On
excellent.
face page, Lady Cheeto says, we have all the seasons and are blessed with a beautiful environment to enjoy them in. And we she actually put two in here. We
Oh,
also have a
oh.
strong community that comes together in times of need with like heart emojis and stuff.
That's true because they had some wicked flooding there last year, and I saw
Yeah.
stuff she was posting and stuff. People really were stepping up and helping thy neighbor. So yeah, that's something that's nice. Is it is one of the few heartwarming things you do see is in times of tragedy, people still are trying to come together and help one another, even though there's a lot of divisiveness currently. You know.
Yes, boy, is there.
hmm
Our old pal Clint, he says deep dish pizza.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, he is in the Chicago area. Although, in fairness, I mean, my answer would have been hot beef, but
For sure. For
yeah,
sure.
because I like deep dish pizza, but hot beef was life changing. So, or
And
Italian
then,
beef, whatever.
by gum, the prodigal son has returned. No
What?
longer a Diamond fan, though.
Oh no.
Big Dev says me, which is a great answer.
It is, given that he kind of lives in the middle of nowhere.
Yes,
So
exactly.
he probably is correct. He probably is the best thing in that area.
I mean, I've been to that area because that one year we did Thanksgiving with him, which was a lovely
Yeah.
time. I hope his
I
family's
mean,
doing well.
I was going to
But
say no shade on his family, but
no, of course not. But he's clearly the best thing out there.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Co-captain at Team Hard Pass. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Over here on Instagram, Brian, our lovely couple from across the pond.
hmm
Sty says there's between 15 and 25 pubs in our surrounding area with a big
Oh
thumbs up,
boy. Oh
and a
boy,
golf
that's a
course with
problem.
a bar patio just over the road. Priorities, right?
I like it.
Yeah, they seem in line.
Yeah.
Gotta let 'em know. And then his lovely wife says that we live near a lot of greenery and country parks. So we're distant differences.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
know, right?
surrounded by nature while also having decent public transport to other places.
Like the compromise is the golf course.
Yeah, that's the greenery.
Yeah, yeah. Love it.
Oh, that's amazing. I just the stark difference. A lot of
Yeah,
pubs, golf course, and it's like these
yeah,
parks and public
yeah.
transport.
Right.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's good.
That's all I got. That's what I got.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Cheeto says the history is the first thing that comes to mind. City has a very rich and complex history, although it appears rather unassuming. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
He says salty selections. We have several really cool or really good locally owned eateries and shops of all types. The owners actually give a shit about their business and customers. And then he says the
Also
people.
nice.
To be honest, most people around here are decent. It's not their fault. I fucking hate everybody.
That's fair, Cheetah.
Also fair.
That's
That's
fair.
fair. And
Yeah.
he's not wrong. You know, from the people we've
Yeah.
interacted with, everybody seems pretty nice down there. And
Hunky dory.
mhm,
You
mhm.
know?
And he's the shops and places, eateries we visited have been pretty strong. So I
There's
can't.
probably about once a month I think about that fish sandwich.
I don't doubt
And I
it.
go, man, I could go for one of those right now. Those and a nice ice cold beer.
Yeah, right across the street at that
Yeah.
brewery,
Yep.
like you did when we went over there.
Yes,
Got yourself a fish
sir.
sandwich and
Yes,
had us a.
sir.
I had that. What was that, a turkey sandwich? I think I had, which was really good.
I was too focused on the fish, Brian. I didn't know what was going
Even
on.
though
My
I
eyes rolled into my head like a shark, and I went to town.
That's fair. It was supposed to be a pastrami sandwich, but they ran out of pastrami
God damn it.
or corned beef. I can't remember. I think it was pastrami because I think it was like, ooh, hot pastrami sandwich. I'm in. And then I wasn't because they didn't have any.
That should be your blues name.
Yeah.
Hot
Yes.
pastrami sandwich.
Yeah. I just remember asking that lady, I'm like, okay, what's the second best sandwich you have? And she was like, the turkey sandwich is really popular. Like, all right, let's go with the turkey sandwich.
I do love a turkey sandwich. Not gonna lie.
It was a good sandwich. It was one of the better turkey sandwiches I have. You know what I've been craving lately? Man, I need a club sandwich in my life.
All right, well, we can figure this out.
Yeah,
A lot of
because
places got a good club sandwich, Brian.
I saw somebody the other day post one. It's somebody I follow on Twitter, and they posted it. I'm like, man, that looks amazing. It was like marble rye, and just
Talk dirty to me. Come
nothing.
on, let's go.
Yeah, it's like nothing fancy, but we've talked before, right? Like when you do a classic sandwich right, it just hits. And
you,
I
you,
love rye on a club.
you know
You
whose
know
club sandwich fucks?
who's that?
Beer Stew.
Well, yeah, if they still have it,
They
because
do.
'cause I'd be down to go. Do they? Okay,
Well,
man, I'd be.
I'm not 100%. Now that I think
Mm,
about it, but their club sandwich was
oh, it
amazing.
was great. Yeah, I really like. Yeah, if they still have it, I'd be in for that for
Yeah,
sure. Because I don't even care
amazing.
about the rest. I just need the dang sandwich in my life.
Honestly, Larson's up in Monroe too. That's a mean club sandwich they
See,
make
you've
too.
told me about that place quite a few times, and I've still never been. I know exactly
Oh,
where it's at, but I've never been there.
good old Don Larson's bar.
Yep,
You
I
want to
know. You've told
experience
me.
Monroe, Michigan? You go there.
Yeah, I know it's popular in Monroe because every time I go by it, looks like they do a nice business.
Dude, their
So
food there slaps. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Like I said, I'd be down for that too,
I'll
because it's
probably
not
be
that
there
far.
Sunday, knowing my
Dang
stepdad.
it. Yeah, because I know it's one of his
It'll be
favorites.
pick him up from the airport. Let's go to
Yeah,
Larson's for lunch.
right. Just grab me a club and swing by on the way home.
There you go.
Just, throw it on my porch.
Throw it on the porch.
Yep.
Uh,
Tell,
I'm gonna just pick two arbitrarily. You haven't even
well,
presented
that's good.
questions.
I only have 3 to pick from because
Oh
I
my
forgot
god,
to go
our
looking for
list is
more.
getting so small.
Yeah. Alright. So this one is, what is an addiction that is more serious than people realize?
Oh, I'm gonna just say internet, like
Ooh,
doom
that's
scrolling, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had 2 answers in my head,
What you got?
and that was one of them
Yeah,
because I completely agree with you. Like doom scrolling slash like social media,
yeah.
because of the dopamine hit, you know. The other is sports betting.
Oh yeah,
I think most people see sports betting as relatively innocent, and it's for sure not.
right.
And with some of those new apps like that Kalshi or whatever, where you can basically, I'm sorry, trade on anything, it's betting.
It's betting.
Um, that, like making prop bets super accessible to people is a horrible idea. and they're advertising the shit out of
Well,
it.
of
So it's
course they are,
constantly
man.
in people, you know, it's in people's faces a lot.
Every day we creep closer to Cyberpunk
Oh, yeah.
2077 or whatever.
Yeah. This guy that I follow on Twitter, he basically posts about like the money side of the collectibles industry.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how last year, for the whole year, Kalshi had 1.9 billion worth of trading on it, like for the whole year. This year alone during March Madness, they had that much money
Jesus.
traded on there. That's just for March Madness. That's literally a month worth of trading. That's how much it's blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole
And
online betting
and
thing's crazy to me.
and to the point that, like, I think I saw something the other day for, I think it's FanDuel. I forgot what they call it, but basically it looks like they're launching their own version of
Like,
that
of
of
course,
Kalshi.
because they're like, oh shit, look how big that is.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And dude, it's you know, having known a few people who are gambling has really fucked their lives up in ways. It's like, man, like this should not be this accessible.
See,
You
I,
should
I,
have to go to a casino or, you know,
I
even
already
then I don't
know.
love it, but
I already know that
man.
I'm a jinx.
Okay.
I just like anytime maybe once I've come out ahead gambling, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
go to the casino, I know I'm losing. I don't know. It's just like, and people are like, oh,
Well, with that attitude, you gotta
dude,
manifest it, man.
I'm just saying. Like,
Well, you know, like,
I know it's
really
already stacked
any
against
intelligent
me.
person. Exactly, that's
Yeah.
the key, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
why I only for years and years, I'd play, like, nickel slots or I'd play blackjack,
Yeah.
because blackjack is the only game you can really influence because you can play the table, but most of the time, the people at the table don't understand that you're all against the house.
Yes.
They they're just playing for themselves, you know?
But yeah,
So,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah, anytime I've ever like, yeah, gambled though, I always just lose every time. Slots, doesn't matter. When I did
Yeah.
make money on FanDuel when they came to Ohio and they're like, hey, we'll give you what, $250 of bets or whatever.
Yeah.
I used that
Right.
money and I actually made money, but I still lost. Like I didn't come out with
Yeah. Right.
$250, you know?
Right, right.
So I don't
Yeah,
bet because
meanwhile, I did the same.
like even at work, hey, you want to get on numbers for Super Bowl? I did it for like 3 years. I never won. And
Yeah,
then I'm like, the
right.
next year, they're like, hey, you want? No. I'm like, no, I don't fucking, I'm a jinx. That's what I say at all time. I'm a jinx. I don't win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I understand that, yeah. Like, I that's why you know, my dad told me early, like, you know, like, when I was gonna go to the casinos with guys I worked with, you know, at Hollywood, and, you know, he was like, "Only play blackjack," you know, because again, it's the like, odds-wise, it's the one that's most in your favor. It's still not in your favor, but it's the most in your favor, and you can influence it.
The one
Like I said,
time
if the
I
table
ever
plays
won money,
smart,
I was playing blackjack.
you know, right.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking counting cards, no shit like that. If you just play the game the way the game's meant to be played, as a table, you know, you want the house to bust, then everyone wins,
Yeah.
you know, and people don't understand that. And you see them like hitting on 19 and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, but, uh, yeah, that's I went to casinos in Windsor a few times. I did okay at blackjack. I never really won one. I think there was one time I won a couple $100 or $300, and I was like, I'm done. Like I
Yeah.
shut it down right there and walked out with, you know, I think I lost my initial 50, so I probably walked out with like 250 to the good, and I was like, I'm done. And then we went out to eat and, you know, as a group afterwards. And it was like, you know, a few of us that won kind of paid for everybody's food, you
Yeah.
know, 'cause it
Because,
was just, you know, it was more about just having a good time,
of
you know.
course. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Like I'm not
you
opposed to
know,
going to casino, but I know,
no,
but
I'm not
I'm
either,
not
and
there
I'm
to
not an
win,
addictive.
you know?
No,
Like
no, you're
I,
there to fuck around and
I'm there to
you gotta
people
only take the
watch.
money. Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
there to
And
have
you
some
gotta take the money
drinks.
you know you can lose.
I hear to have
Yep.
a cigar patio of slot machines. Maybe I'll sit out there,
Yeah, that's fair.
have a stick,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Maybe enjoy
that's
some food depending on the casino you're at. Yeah.
maybe. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
like one of my little buddies at work, you can see he's got the bug if he let it in. You know,
Yeah.
like he'll have a couple
Yep.
pops and he's over there like grabbing those pull tab games at bars. I'm like,
Oh, those.
you
Jesus. Yeah.
know, yeah,
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's why those things have ballooned so well, like Keno and all that shit too. It's like I don't have an addictive personality when it
yeah,
comes to stuff like that.
same.
I've never have. I've always been like you said, that deal through was it FanDuel Casino or whatever it was.
Yeah,
I did the same thing when they came to Michigan. I did the bets, shit the bed, and I've never looked at the account again.
yeah, yeah. I
Like
deleted
I've
it. Yeah.
yeah, I think I did too. Like I have no want for it, 0. And, which is good. I'm glad I don't, because otherwise I'd be,
Well, like I think a
just
perfect
feeding money.
example is when I took you out and had redneck pizza at Veller's.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, let's teach you how to play Keno. Here's $2.
Yeah.
And like I had no want that night or since
Nope.
to play Keno. Like I was just like, oh, okay,
No.
yeah, well, for free, this is cool. And if I would have won,
Yeah.
I would have been happy.
Sure.
But who knows? Maybe if I would have won, I would have been like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I should play Keno more often.
Yeah,
But
right.
since
Well,
I
that's what they
lost,
hope.
yeah. But since it was a loser ticket, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
don't. I look up at the TV expecting fun and hijinks, and I just see like, hot air balloons getting popped with numbers. I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
I'd
It
rather
doesn't
watch the
I'm with
chive
you.
than a Keno
That's why,
draw.
like, yeah, that's why I told you, like, at the bowling alleys, they don't even look at the screen. They just walk up and scan their ticket. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's people that do that with scratchers too.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
just basically go in and get the ticket scanned. Is this a winner kind of a thing? And it's like, it's just like, wow, there's no enjoyment in this. You need your
Just
fix, and
chasing the
that's a problem,
dragon. Just chasing the
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah. And listen, again, I'm making no light of anyone who's addicted to this stuff. It's awful and it's hard to stop
Yeah.
because, like I said, right now they keep cramming it in people's faces. And I've been told by somebody that I know that's a gambling addict, like even when you cancel your accounts through them and stuff, they sometimes will still send you an email with an offer in it. They're not supposed to, but I think sometimes like all it takes is for you to miss one account somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Because what happens a lot of times is people will set the limits, like, they're like, "Hey, you can set limits." Okay, cool. Well, here's my FanDuel account limit. Oh, I hit it. I'm gonna go over here to fill in the blank casino, MGM now. Now I'm gonna go to this app. Now I'm gonna go to this.
Right.
Now you have like 40 accounts open, right? So then when it's time to get rid of them, you have to remember all of those accounts. Otherwise, all it takes is one offer to come back through and bang, you're right back in it, you know? And it's just awful. It's why I said when they started that, I was like, this is bad. This should
Yes.
not be okay.
They're
There's many things that it's cool that the internet brings right to our face. Gambling is not one of them, you
yeah,
know.
they're basically just drug dealers selling
They
dopamine.
are. It really is. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, so are games with microtransactions, so are, I mean, really, if you wanna start breaking it down, it's all psychologically built to
Oh
keep us
yeah.
to, keep engaging, but which goes to your first point, internet, doom scrolling.
Patreon.com/salty language. Oh. Oh.
Yes, perfect. Anyway, that's enough preaching. Anyways, the question again is, what is an addiction that is more serious than people realize?
Show us what you got.
Yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it,
Do
do
it.
it. And in the meantime, head to saltylanguage.com, click the links. Um, yeah, if you want to find us on social media, you can find the show on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on a variety of places, not gambling sites and not
Hmm.
TikTok at Stunami.
Fair enough. You can find me nowhere, so enjoy that. Um, well, you can find me on patreon.com slash
There you
salty
go.
language.
Yeah.
Like there is
Yeah.
chat there, and it's hooked to
Hmm.
my phone. So,
Right.
but
So you could.
yeah. Other than that, I'm trying to become a ghost because the internet's just that's not right for me anymore, Brian.
Yeah. I understand. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of it has
it's a
to do with the
lot.
the shit with the world right now has made
Oh,
a lot of
it's
it
yeah.
like unpalatable, you know.
Oh,
It's like
absolutely.
people keep trying on Twitter, like people keep trying to like, I'm just gonna write jokes, I'm just gonna write jokes. And it's just you just you don't get the engagement you used to get because people are getting rewarded for interacting with rage bait,
Mm,
and shit like that, or just clickbait, not even rage bait, but just clickbait, you
bait.
know. Yeah. So it's not like it was in the regard that, if you were funny, you used to go viral or you'd get a lot of followers and you don't now. Big accounts that used to get huge interactions with their posts are getting like 20 likes now, you know? So
Mm,
it's just it like I said, a lot of it's just the way the algorithm works now. You're not rewarded for that. You're rewarded for interactions by verified accounts on Twitter,
I'm
you know?
rewarding, but not interacting.
You are correct. You are also getting rewarded in that
Yes,
regard.
I am much
'Cause
rewarded.
inner peace, man.
But yeah, patreon.com/saltylanguage. You got bonus content up there. We have another podcast we do. It's My
Mhm.
Mother, the podcast.
Yeah,
And let's be real, it's cheap. It's like $3 a month. And there's a lot of
there you go.
content there. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we've
and
got
first
what,
week's
11
free
or
too.
12 episodes of that up now,
Yeah, no, I
I
don't
think?
even know how many episodes of just random
Yeah.
shit we put up. There's a lot.
Oh, I was just meaning My Mother, the podcast,
Yeah,
but
oh yeah,
yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Just in general,
Yeah, and you're
just a
right.
lot.
Just tons of other goodness over there.
Speaking of tons of other goodness, Brian, you have another
Oh,
podcast.
I do. It's called The Crazy Life. I actually need to hit up Heno about that because I believe he's back from his jaunt to Belize. So
I can't
uh,
believe it.
I know, right? So we need to get together and have us a chat. But we normally talk about mental health stuff, recovery, just trying to be better people and such. So if you're into that, give us a listen. Can be
Huzzah.
found where all your other podcasts can be found, or
Huzzah.
whatever. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's all right. So
I think it's a
with that,
program.
have have a delicious Yingling flight. You'll be fine. I just can't do it, Tony. It's just
I know. It
not
was
until they sponsor us. I need a T-shirt on. I need a hat, a
yes.
scarf. You
Scarf.
know,
An
glasses.
anonymous mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. All of that.
Uh, yeah, don't have a Yingling flight and you'll be way better. How about that? Like I'm enjoying my Southern peach tea lemonade right now. Way more
Wow.
than my Yingling flight.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ugh. I mean, Yingling, come on, we need sponsors. Let's go.
I stopped it on your it was just